Okay, we are now recording. So I'd like to welcome you to the webinar. Whatever brought you here, whether you are already with Kannaway and you want to learn more, if you're new, if you're checking out Kannaway for the very first time and finding out how do I start a legal cannabis business internationally around the world. We're growing so quickly. Right now we are in all 50 states in the United States, and we are in all 28 EU countries and soon to be launching into the Asian markets. So a lot of people are interested that really are seeing this for the very first time and learning more about what we do. So it's my pleasure to bring that to you. If you're here as a customer trying to find out information for yourself, your family, your loved ones, you are going to learn about how hemp products and CBD work in the body, and also about the product line. So there's something for everyone tonight. And I just want to ask you, at the end of this, please go back to the person who invited you here, ask your questions, find out what's on your mind, discuss what you saw tonight. And I will be posting a recording of this as well tomorrow in our group, just in case you have people who didn't get to see this. So the first thing we always need to talk about is, what is the history of this plant and why in the world did it leave our food chain, right? That's the biggest question I think a lot of people have is, how did hemp leave our society? And I think it was really eye-opening to me when I first joined this company almost 4 years ago now. I'm a few weeks away from my 4-year anniversary, a few months, excuse me. And the founders of the company said, history teaches you everything you need to know about this industry and this plant. And the first fact is that industrial hemp was grown by all of the settlers. You had to have a hemp crop to have a settlement in the United States. And they grew hemp, the livestock ate the hemp, we ate the livestock, and we supplemented our bodies with cannabinoids. However, in the 1930s, that was taken away from us due to something called the Marijuana Tax Act. And unfortunately, there were people that had a lot to lose from hemp gaining popularity. You probably know what those industries are already. They are the pharmaceutical industry, they are the paper industry. A lot of people were nervous about what hemp meant to society. And so now that hemp is back and the Farm Bill has been signed and everybody is thinking more about hemp, there's still a lot of questions on people's mind. But the fact is, hemp goes back even further than any of us know. Some of the initial medicines in the world were made of cannabis and hemp. So you'll see old medicine bottles of glass that say cannabis sativa. And that was a very well-known medicine. But I think right here on this screen is where all of the confusion comes in, because it's hemp and marijuana and cannabis and all of these words are thrown around and they're very confusing. What you need to know is that Cannabis sativa L is the family of plants that hemp and marijuana come from. Hemp, which is on the left side, is grown tall and lengthy. It's not short and bushy like the plant on the right that has a lot of flowering tops. Hemp is used traditionally, as you know, for industrial purposes, textiles, used to make rope, used to make the first flag that we had in our country. For example, the Constitution draft was written on hemp paper. So there's a wonderful history with hemp. However, hemp is also medicinal. Hemp is also good for our bodies and contains cannabinoids. The difference between hemp and marijuana is you will not get high from hemp, and you will potentially get high from marijuana. And it's a choice people make, but hemp is all about the health. So what are these molecules, these substances in the plant? Well, they're called cannabinoids. CBD is only one of hundreds of cannabinoids. We talk about CBD all the time, and it is the buzzword, and it is a very important cannabinoid to our bodies, and it is a very important cannabinoid in terms of the benefits we're looking for. But just know that there are many cannabinoids that work together to create a synergy called the entourage effect that activates all the receptor sites in our body and has an effect. Now, other compounds that you see here on the screen also contain cannabinoids. So things that we may eat every day, like tea and hops. Craft beer movement is huge. Why do we like craft beer so much in this country? Hops have cannabinoids too. Nothing has the level of cannabinoids that hemp does, however. And so how do they work? We have this endogenous cannabinoid system in our bodies. It runs through our bodies almost like a nervous system, if you will. It's not taught in many medical schools at this time, but it's interesting. I was on a camping trip with my son's Cub Scout pack this weekend, and there was a scientist with us on the trip who is a father, and he is studying the endogenous cannabinoid system. So it's happening more and more, and we are here to educate even the medical professionals that we encounter that this system exists. It is the regulatory system of your body. It helps keep all of your bodily systems in check, in balance, functioning properly. Cannabinoids trigger receptor sites in the body that give you this balance. A deficiency in the system is called the endocannabinoid deficiency syndrome. And I will show that to you on the next screen because this is a real condition. Doctors like Dr. David Allen, who have studied the endogenous cannabinoid system, have said things like this: the discovery of this system is the single most important medical scientific discovery ever, and will save more lives than the discovery of the sterile surgical technique. That's huge because that changed everything. A lot less people died when they had to have operations. So to make a statement as a retired cardiac surgeon lets you know just how important the endogenous cannabinoid system is. We take it for granted when we can't sleep well, or when we gain or lose too much weight, when we don't have energy, when one of our organs malfunctions and we get disease and conditions that affect our lives. This is all due to an imbalance in this very system. So what do we do about it? Well, the mission of our parent company, which we are a subsidiary of Medical Marijuana Incorporated, which is the first publicly held cannabis company in the United States. Their mission was to find a source of CBD and other cannabinoids that would properly nourish this endocannabinoid system and really change the culture of our country and then the world in terms of how we prevent illness and how we feed our bodies. And we started out way back then because our company was the first to discover a source, which I will show you in a moment, and the first company to really set the standards and to understand how this worked. As a company, Kannaway, we were the first direct selling company in this cannabis space. So we lead the way in every category, and there's a reason for that, because the forefathers of our company had a mission, and they broke a lot of barriers in many industries to do what they did. The first thing they did was establish a global CBD pipeline from Europe. No one had ever done this before. Hemp was not legal to grow in the United States. It wasn't legal to import or export or anything. Our company searched, and you'll see the story in a moment, and ended up finding a source and ended up legislating governments to create the first CBD pipeline in the world. Nobody can take that away from us. We were the first to do this, and we set the tone for everything else, which is very exciting and something we should really be proud of. As I said, we were the first to set strict quality standards in the triple lab testing that we still do today. There were no standards in the industry. There still aren't many standards in this industry. We have set these standards, and now others follow if they want to keep up and if they want to be respected and trusted like we are, and we uphold this. The man on the right side of the screen with the blue tie and the white shirt is Raul Elizade. He is the president of a subsidiary of ours in Mexico. He is a person who has a foundation for his daughter, who CBD helped her with her severe intractable epilepsy. He just spoke last year at the World Health Organization. We are the first company to speak out about CBD to change laws internationally at the World Health Organization. That was quite a benchmark. In addition, we're the first company to have our products as medicines in 3 countries, Mexico, Brazil, and Paraguay. You have to have a government and visa in Brazil, and there's actually a movie by the family that helped us do that. and it's called Illegal on Netflix. It is the Fisher family, and their story is remarkable. Raul Elizade's family in Mexico is another story that changed laws and made a lot of people happier and have solutions for the very first time. So we are an international brand, and that's just the start. One of the things that allows us to launch the products we launch and have the expertise that we have is the fact that we have the exclusive rights to the National Institutes of Health patent through our sister company, Kannalife Sciences. This enables us to do research on cannabinoids as antioxidants and neuroprotectants under this patent. You see a lot of conditions here. It's startling, excuse me, that CBD can actually be a treatment for all of these conditions, and it is being studied for that. And the government knows this. And that's why we are so lucky to be partnered with a phytobiotechnology company like Kannalife Sciences to further this research and make sure that our products stand up to this patent and make sure that we fulfill what this patent says. Very important. Making headlines is just the beginning. Everywhere you turn around, you're hearing about CBD. You're hearing news stories about us and our accolades, but you're also hearing stories about competition that is not having inside the bottle what they claim on their label. I'm seeing more and more of this, and you really have to keep up with the news because this industry is fast paced. But the thing is, there's a lot of good happening, and we want everything good to come out of the hemp industry because we all benefit from that. We want everyone to have correct labeling. We want everyone to have safe triple lab testing and safety standards so that our industry is respected. And we're setting that tone for everyone. We are all about the fact that Kannaway looks at every single step of the process. We don't buy our oil from a third party and put a label on it. We are not a company who started selling cars and all of a sudden we're selling CBD oil. We are a hemp cannabis company, and that is all we do. We are interested in all aspects. So that's why our product goes from soil to sale. Every step of the way, we monitor the process. That's a huge difference, huge difference. So one of the first things is our heritage and the farming as we created an industry. Did you know that the people that founded our company searched over 3,000 different cultivators of hemp and over 300 different cultivars of hemp? That's types of plant. In the marijuana industry, we have strains, and in the hemp industry, we have cultivars. And it was very important for the founders to find a pristine source that had been untapped because hemp is a bioremediator of the soil. Hemp will absorb everything that's in the soil or was before, including toxins. So when you start growing hemp, you have to know that you're going to have to grow a couple cycles and get rid of all the toxins out of the soil and get that soil ready for the nutritive capabilities that is hemp. Our farms have never grown anything else in 200 years but hemp. And that's why it's special. The cultivar that they found is also a one of a kind. There are many different sources of hemp, and ours is unique to us. We have a very unique process too that we follow, and that is a first of a kind, and that's the soil to sale. It was really important for us that Dr. Stuart Titus led the way, being an expert in the industry for over 40 years. Our extraction process, our testing process, our growing process is carefully monitored by the company in Europe, in the US, and every step along the way. So what does that mean, every step along the way? How are we triple lab testing? Well, the first step is testing during the growing season and after the harvest. So we're actually testing the plant as it's growing and right when it's cut and harvested to make sure that there's no contaminants that could cause a problem in the products. You don't want to make medicines for children in Mexico and Brazil and have a contaminant, let alone give it to everyone in your family. So that's important. That's number one. Number two, after the hemp is extracted, each batch is tested and sent to the lab. And this is where they look for all of the bacteria and molds and mildews and toxins, even now, just to make sure it didn't pick up anything along the way after the harvest. And then third, we check it again as it is in its finished form, as it is formulated, as it's being packaged, just to make sure that every step of the way is legitimate. Very important to me. And, you know, through our education and teaching others about this process, it's a standard that we're setting, because that's part of our soil to sale mentality here at Medical Marijuana Inc. and at Kannaway. You know, our bodies, phytocannabinoids have a vital role to our well-being. So it is our goal to educate. And that's what we do here every day. We educate people. We open minds and we open eyes, don't we? So this is our family of products, just so you can see. And the family of products all fit into these categories. Every single thing that we launch at Kannaway has to follow these processes. ISO, IEC accredited testing labs are used. Triple lab tested, 100% natural, no pesticides, no herbicides, non-GMO, very important, and federally legal. So as we go into the products, I want to mention this seal. If you have been hearing about the hemp industry, you know, it's always important for another layer of testing to go on in terms of quality control. The U.S. Hemp Authority certification means that they have taken your product and they've double checked that what you claim on your label is true, that what is on your lab report is certainly true. Only certain companies have received the seal in the last 6 months. It's brand new. And we are one of the first. And this is just another layer of validation that our product is safe and accurately labeled. You get what you pay for, and you get what you think you're getting based on the label. And unfortunately, that's not always the case. So the premier products in Kannaway are called the full spectrum supplements, and these are our premium hemp oil supplements. These are full spectrum. What does that mean? That means the whole plant has been used to go into the formulation of these products. No one else gives you their secret sauce. I've said this a few times today, so bear with me. It's my thing today. What is our secret sauce? Our secret sauce is real scientific hemp oil, or RSHO. In that applicator you see on the top, the white long applicator, that contains a pure paste of raw cannabinoids. Nobody sells that today. We do, because we know there's certain people that need to have that raw paste. Some people need it diluted with MCT oil. Some people need it in a capsule, but we want to make sure people have access to this. And that is truly a remarkable thing to find in our industry. I'm happy we have it because it's helped a ton of people. So premium is full spectrum, okay? All of the cannabinoids are present. All of the plant materials, the waxes, the chlorophyll, all of the terpenes, all of the essential vitamins and nutrients and minerals that should be found in the plant are in this. And that's an important point for people that are looking to address certain issues where they need all of those cannabinoids working together to create the entourage effect. Then we have something else. We have a broad spectrum supplement called Pure Gold Liquid. Pure Gold Liquid is important because what we have done now is we've taken that oil that you just saw and we have distilled out the THC. So all of the other plant elements remain, hence the name broad spectrum. You just don't get the THC in it. There could be a little residue in the plant material because we don't remove everything. We leave all of the healthy benefits in there, but it is undetectable trace, okay? So this is something that we give to our whole families because we know they're getting all of these nutritious elements that you see here on the page, the flavonoids, the fiber, the protein, the terpenes, and other trace cannabinoids are present. Now, what is so important about this too is that this is supported by the medical community. We are the first CBD supplement to be included in the prescriber's digital reference, or the physician's desk reference, as it's more fondly referred to in the medical industry. We are first. When you go to the physician's desk reference, you look up RSHO Gold. That's how we make our Pure Gold formula. And in the listing of the physician's desk reference, it lists Kannaway Pure Gold as the product name. But for the doctors, they need to know the source and they need to know the raw material, and it breaks it all down. It talks about the farms, it talks about the efficacy, the results that have been found using it. And that gives physicians a way to feel a little bit more or a little less stress, I guess I would say, towards recommending CBD. Their practice is not going to to be at risk as much as they would have thought. Their license is not at risk. It's in the PDR. It's something approved for physicians to recommend now safely. And that's going to change everything. It's a huge thing in this industry to be able to say you're in that publication. Now, what if you are government, military, Department of Transportation? What if you have a medical job? What if you have a very high level of drug testing? Well, we have something for you. Pure CBD is safe for anyone who's subject to this level of drug testing because it's been tested by WADA, the World Anti-Doping Association. It does meet their standards. And this is what the U.S. Olympic Committee actually uses to choose things that are okay for the competing athletes to use. So pure CBD is always there as an option. It is an isolate of CBD. It is a single molecule isolate. Okay, it doesn't have all of the other elements that we just showed on the other two screens. So it is an option for people that need it. And it's good to have it and offer it here. I love this one. Dr. Janelle Kim is our formulator, and she has brought her family lineage to the table. The Bibong herbal blend is the herbal blend of the Korean royal family of physicians. That is Dr. Janelle Kim's family and her lineage. When you blend this Bibong herbal blend with hemp oil and CBD and all of the beautiful cannabinoids, you get this increased effect. You get an even better bioavailability. You get a very unique result because it's catered, as you can see here, for AM or PM. So if you need to relax a little better at nighttime and have a better time falling asleep or staying asleep, Revive PM is great for that. And AM is great for rejuvenating and getting your body going in the morning. And those herbs ensure that that synergy happens. It's fascinating. Other things with Bibong on our line are pictured here, including skincare, which is brand new, just launched a few weeks ago in San Diego at our Believe convention. Cannabis Beauty is a beauty line that is really unsurpassed in the natural skincare industry because it has real results. CBD from hemp and full spectrum, by the way, cannabinoids are in our skincare, along with the Bibong herbal blend and other natural actives. It's truly natural. And from my experience of working for L'Oreal for over 20 years in my past, is that most natural brands don't really do anything. They don't hurt you, but they don't really do anything. So it was my mission to find a natural skincare that actually did something and was anti-aging or addressed inflammation, which can lead to acne and all other types of things on the skin like sensitivities. And Cannabis Beauty is beautiful for that. Our number one selling product is that top left black jar, and it's called the salve. Everybody needs a salve. And the reason for that is it's an easy thing to put on topically so that you know that you're alleviating things from the top down. You may be eating hemp oil, but when you also apply it on your skin, the two kind of meet in the middle. And it's a wonderful way to get even more results or to find a result in between your supplementation. So the salve is always a great thing to start with. It's a great thing to explore as you're getting into all of the other products. So now what are some of the other ones? Well, obviously hemp is a food. So we have to use it in food products. These two products on the screen right here are not CBD products. They are hemp products. On the left, you have our super greens, which have 40 plus phytonutrient ingredients, including the Bibong herbal blend. Why is hemp in there? Hemp flower is a fiber that is pre and probiotic for digestion. You have endocannabinoid receptor sites in your gut, and it's really important to make sure that the gut is healthy, especially when you're activating your endocannabinoid system. So this just goes hand in hand with everything we've been talking about thus far. And if you want a protein that has a hemp source and it has enough grams of protein, like 9 essential amino acids, and more nutrition. This is a meal replacement. And this is a sports performance, muscle recovery, endurance. It is that kind of shake. So it is chocolate. It's delicious. So if you want to add a little bit more hemp into your life, people that like to eat hemp hearts and put them in their smoothies, these are two things that are very correlative to that way of life. And it just adds to the total nutrition of your day. what we're most excited about is our brand new launches on this page that kind of even go beyond. How do you incorporate CBD into your day and not have to stop and take too much time? Well, one way is to have it in your coffee. Have it in your tea. So now we have French roast coffee with recyclable K-cup pods for a Keurig machine. This French roast, each pod has 10 milligrams of CBD. We recommend a total during the day of at least 50 milligrams to activate the endocannabinoid system. So think about it. You might take the Revive AM and PM and have a little coffee, and through the course of the day, you'll end up getting your 50. Some people need more, some people need less, but 50 is a good place to start when you're determining what your routine will be. Red rooibos tea is an amazingly healthy tea. It's known to be very high in antioxidants, and rooibos tea is from Africa. And it's like white tea, green tea. It's in those high nutritive teas that have polyphenols that are great for your body. So imagine adding CBD into that healthy mix. It's delicious. I love it with a little honey. It's really good. And then back in stock in 2 weeks, I'm hearing, is our hemp CBD gum. We could do a webinar just on this gum because the act of chewing and salivating helps the CBD absorb into your endocrine glands and into your body just through chewing. Chew a piece of gum for 15, 20 minutes and get 10 milligrams of CBD in your body. It doesn't have to be digested. It doesn't have to go through the first pass metabolism. And there's a lot to be said about that. Some people don't want to vape. Some people don't want to use an oil. Some people can't swallow a capsule and they're looking for an alternative. And I feel the gum is going to fill a gap that was very necessary. It's also very socially acceptable to chew gum. You know, it's an easy thing to just do during the course of your day, after lunch, while you're at work, while you're with the kids, whatever you're doing. It makes it very easy to do, and it's a delicious peppermint flavor. So definitely check that out, and stay tuned for more education on the gum. I will be doing more on that. Okay. What about our pets? Well, we have a pet line. It is made from a board of over four veterinary anesthesiologists who formulate our products so that they are safe for our pets. You can get it in an oil, you can get it in a chew for dogs, a chew for cats, or a toy made of hemp rope for your dogs. And you know, all mammals have an endocannabinoid system. So this applies to all mammals. If you have horses, pigs, they're all mammals and they can benefit from turning on their endocannabinoid systems too. Very important. So hemp is the future. I think we're all here for that reason. It has 50,000 uses and benefits. It can help the environment. It can help our bodies. It can help so many things. And we are invested in the application of hemp in all of its uses that is possible. You know, anything good for the planet is something to look at, you know, as we're all trying to preserve it. And I think this business is one way to do that. You know, there are landfills full of disposable clothing made of toxic fibers. And Hempy's mission that you see on the screen right here is to end that, is to have sustainable clothing that lasts, that's made of a renewable resource like hemp that can grow very quickly and over again. And it doesn't deplete our environment. So we carry proudly the Hempy's clothing and accessories brand because of that. They stand for everything that we stand for. If you haven't seen a Prosper magazine yet, the person that invited you here might have one. And this is just a story of many aspects of Kannaway. This magazine did a feature and devoted their whole magazine to Kannaway. If you order a pack, you will get this magazine, but you can also get an individual copy with any order. So I mentioned Kannalife Sciences, so I won't spend a lot of time on this, but we do partner with them for cannabinoid-based therapeutics and for treating neurological diseases. That's their mission at Kannalife Sciences. So we get to leverage their knowledge and use their science in terms of what we develop. And most importantly, we have a new Kannaway Sports division because of this. Chronic traumatic encephalopathy from recurrent concussions in high contact sports is rampant, especially in NFL, NHL. And we've partnered together with these athletes and Kannalife Sciences to find solutions for these people. What about young athletes in high school that need to prevent this from happening? When you take CBD, it will put a second football helmet, so to speak, around your brain to guard it from these potential conditions and injuries in the future. It's remarkable. And Kannalife Sciences is doing that research. Here are just some of the athletes. We have added so many amazing athletes. You can go to kannaway.com/sports, and you can see all of the athletes and their stories and their testimonials. And we're adding more and more every day from different types of sports, boxing and polo and Olympic athletes and baseball. It's really amazing what's happening here. And we're really proud to partner with all of them. And it just goes along with our mission of the Echo Connection. At Echo, our mission is to educate, to collaborate, to give hope, and to give back. And so all of us at Kannaway give to this foundation, which provides cannabinoid therapies for free and financial services and support as they need it. You can nominate an Echo family on this website, echoconnection.org. You can research. If you have any questions about conditions and how we're researching cannabinoids, go to this website. Under education, you can search and you can find studies that are happening. But the point is that this is a bigger cause here that we're part of, and it is Echo. So the goal is to just make a difference. And these are real people, you guys. These are real kids and real families. That is Brian Higuera on the left with Sadie, who lives in Orange County, California. Harper is the little girl in the middle who passed away, unfortunately, of CDKL5 epilepsy. And her mother, Penny Howard, continues to be an advocate and has a charitable foundation to help continue the research. That little girl's brain is at the Salk Institute in Carlsbad, California, so they can study and learn more about why this happens and how we can treat it with cannabinoids. It's remarkable. So this is a bigger picture, right? And we all know that this industry is exploding. It is the green rush. And it is a place that you can really help people and feel good. But on top of that, it is the right place at the right time because legal cannabis is the fastest growing industry in the United States. It's becoming mainstream. Who would have thought, right? And what that means is, look at this chart. The bar on the right is literally next year. I remember when I first joined this company, we were on that little bar right there in 2016. And now next year, the bar is going to be raised so much higher that, you know, the largest group of cannabis buyers will be in North America. And then, of course, the non-US markets are growing at a very quick rate as well. But we are outpacing the organic food industry here. That's huge. The opportunity in the network marketing industry is also huge because, you know, the industry pays out a lot of commissions, but 75% of people in the public actually buy their goods and services from people they know who are part of a network marketing organization. And that's why the founders of Medical Marijuana Inc. decided to have an arm called Kannaway and to actually do this. And I'm happy they did because I feel like people relate a little bit more one-on-one to someone they trust versus walking into a store or a dispensary. It just takes all kinds of people, and we want to make them feel good and make them feel comfortable. This statistic really blew me away because before I came to Kannaway, I was not in the network marketing world. I was in international instructional design and sales and education and helping teams grow, but not from a network marketing point of view. And I always loved the products and I always supported my friends. But the fact that we were in hemp changed everything. And the fact that we were so small, under 100,000 distributors or less, is a once in a lifetime opportunity. And that's where we are. That will change very quickly, you guys, as we go into October when we plan to open Japan and then other Asian markets. Right now, we are still very small, and it's important to position ourselves here so that we're ready for the explosion that's about to take off. Are you ready? I wish I could see you guys going, yes, I'm ready. So Kannaway is a global opportunity, and this is actually a statement that was made at our convention just a mere few weeks ago. From March 2016, I joined in August of 2015. 15, I believe it was, through March of 2019, sales growth is 73 times. And at this point, March was the biggest month. I feel like April may have even surpassed that. Month over month, we keep beating our own records because we're bringing more people into our business and we're helping more people every day. And that's what we do. That's our point. So how do you get paid? So our compensation plan pays you in 9 ways. And I think there's 9 here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There's 8 here. Actually, in Brad Tayl's video, there's 10 ways. So we've condensed a few things together here. But what this all comes around to is that you can have a side gig, a full-time job, a career, your own business in any way, shape, or form doing this, and it pays you back to do it. You can actually get a return on your investment if you follow the plan in 2 months. You can get a return on your investment. I mean, I don't know what business you can start actually for under $2,000 that is an international cannabis business with no overhead. It really blows your mind when you really break it down and start looking at the facts. But I wanted to show you a couple of the ways that we incentivize people here. We're the only company that has a stock incentive plan. So this is this year's program. Look at the hundreds and thousands of shares that we're giving away to brand ambassadors who hit these ranks at the elite level. And this is a stock in Medical Marijuana Inc., which is a ticker symbol MJNA on the penny stocks. So we are accumulating these stocks for the future. These stocks will not be penny stocks forever, will they? And it's a really important thing to be able to earn this and have this. And then we have a minimum income guarantee. We have rank advancement bonuses. We have residual commissions. And we have a compensation plan that actually pays you the more people that get on your team. You're not paid a lot at your first levels and then you get nothing. You get more and more and more as people grow and spread this word, because we are on a mission here. So how do you do it? Well, quickly, in my last few minutes here, I have gone over a little bit. I'm excited with this new presentation. You become a brand ambassador. Easy to do. You just get a link from the person who invited you here. You pay your 1-year brand ambassador fee of only $54.98. It gives you a free website, all the free marketing materials, and the ability to get paid and to market this brand. You make an appropriate initial order. You fast start qualify your business. You set up your Smartship. Reverse that order. Fast Start Qualified is very important because that triples up your commissions that you earn for life. So you have to really strategize with your sponsor on how you will achieve that. That is worth the 30 to 60 day push that you will make when you first start and embark on this mission. And then you're just going to duplicate your efforts and keep repeating what you did and be a part of this family. Leverage people here. Use all of the talents. We all have different talents here. I love presenting. I love product knowledge. I love talking to people and opening their eyes. Other people are more scientific. Other people are more business oriented. Other people understand the comp plan like nobody's business. Other people are great in certain markets of the world. With 5,000 people just on the Hemp Lifestyle Network team, we can solve pretty much any concern and answer any questions. So it's really nice that you sign up with one person, but you get a bunch of people along with it. And that's our success. It's about the team. These are some of the value packs, and you can check these out in the link that was sent to you. The Fast Start packs are the ones that will Fast Start qualify you. So it's important to know that when you enroll. These packs are such an incredible value. You're saving hundreds of dollars. And in the case of the Total Experience Pack, you're actually saving over $1,000 on the value of what's inside. And starting in 2 weeks, we will have a new website and a new program, among other things that will be announced. But the Smartship Rewards program actually rewards you for your loyalty. If you want to buy wholesale, all you need to do is put your product on Smartship, keep it there for 3 months, and your shipping starts to be free. You also get first choice at sales, early access, and special offers that others don't get. And this is just one way that the company is intensifying the rewards for you being a loyal customer. Brand ambassadors can also take part in the Smartship rewards with their own qualifying Smartship order monthly. The Smartship order has to be 110 BV. That's a product. So if you like a premium oral applicator, that is 110 business volume, and that qualifies you for this program. So it's not hard to achieve, and we're all looking forward to that in a major way. So there's so much more I could share with you, but I just really urge you to look around on the website, look on the Facebook pages, go to the YouTube channels, watch the videos, learn as much as you can, and get in on the natural choice opportunity before it's too late. We're really excited that we're growing so fast, but we're still small enough to wrap our arms around each other and add value and help everyone. And I'm so happy I'm part of it. I wish you all the best of luck. I hope you have a great night and that you've enjoyed the webinar. I'll talk to you soon. Bye.